All right. So here we are. We've reached that time. It's time for Anime Dartboard, the show where we search through the dregs of my watch later list to find anime that has been dubbed and is a maximum of 13 episodes long. In our latest selection 4, we got The Sky Crawlers, based on a novel and directed by legendary anime director Mamoru Oshii. The reason this was chosen was because it was directed by Mamoru Oshii. John, what'd you think of The Sky Crawlers?
I got 35 minutes into it and then turned it off.
Wow, you didn't even make it through this one.
No, I didn't. I could not. I hated everything about it. That was boring from the start. And then I was like, you know what? Because I watched it today. And like I saw, I'm like, I was like watching it. I was watching it during dinner. I finished eating, and then when I finished eating, I was like, I don't need to watch this. I'm just like, I'm done with this.
Okay.
I thought the animation was awful. I thought, it's just boring.
Okay.
It was very boring.
Okay, can you tell me what it was about?
Airplanes.
All right, so from what
That's all I got.
From what I've gathered, The Sky Crawlers is about a world that has moved past the concept of war, and they've created like a group of people that are like genetically modified to be eternally children and not age, and they use them to fight sort of proxy wars to settle disputes. And whenever they die, they repeat the cycle again by bringing the children back. So this is kind of what I pieced together, I think. So at the opening of the series, the main character arrives to the base. And I'm this is what I think happens. It's told in a very weird way. But he is given a plane, and he's assigned a plane, and he's like, normally you're supposed to meet the person who last owned this plane. And they're like, I don't think that's necessary in this case. I believe he was the person that last owned the plane, and he was shot down by the teacher last time, and he's been repeating the cycle. And the main girl, who's like the commanding officer, has a child, and there is a scene where she goes to his room shortly after he arrives, after he's like laid in the bed for the first time, and she like sniffs it, and I believe the implication is that it's actually his child that she had, and she's survived because she doesn't get into the planes, but she's in a constant cycle of him arriving in the military base, meeting her, they fall in love, and then he fucking dies, and then they repeat ad nauseum. And there's implications throughout the whole thing that other characters that they also know that aren't part of the military base and aren't children, such as like the prostitutes or the people that work at the diner, are also aware of them, and they also know them, and they have like long established relationships with these people that the main characters just don't necessarily remember because they keep repeating the same cycles over and over with different names, because I believe the main character's name does change when he repeats the cycle at the end of the movie. And it's not clear whether the main girl is intending to kill herself or not at the end, but I think that, at least my interpretation, I think, is that the main character has, at the very least, helped break her of the cycle of being suicidal. But I'm not sure if he's still trapped in the cycle of constantly trying to go up against the teacher and then being killed by the teacher.
Yeah, I didn't make it that far. It like literally lost me. I gave it a shot. The only reason why I got through Magical Warfare is because I watched like an episode or two at a time. So like I got, it was like a waste of like probably 36 minutes of my time. So it was a very short episode. So when I started watching this, I was like, but it did kind of like, it reminded me of that Live Die Repeat movie with Tom Cruise. Which I was like,
All You Need Is Kill.
Yeah.
Which is based off of a manga, I believe.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Entitled "All You Need Is Kill."
And I thought the animation was just weak. It was just like like a sepia tone almost.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. It is called "All You Need Is Kill." I was right.
Okay, but like it's like I don't know, it just like looked boring, and like what they were talking about just didn't interest me, and I don't know.
Okay, so it's directed by anime director Mamoru Oshii, who's really famous, but you'd probably know him best for a little ditty known as Ghost in the Shell. So this is probably why Skycrawlers hit my radar in the first place, is that it's got a famous director behind it. So this would be like if you were like watching a movie and it's like directed by Quentin Tarantino and you're like, I'll check that shit out. And then you watch it and you're like, the fuck was that?
I'd say more like Spielberg, but it's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
There you go. Whoever you want. I don't care. I would not compare Mamoru Oshii to Steven Spielberg.
Sam Raimi.
Let's be clear. I think Spielberg is better than Mamoru Oshii. You heard it here.
Well, I mean, Jaws, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You know.
Mamoru Oshii also directed Angel's Egg and an Urusei Yatsura movie. See, I've never seen the Urusei Yatsura movie. I have seen Angel's Egg. Here's what I will say about Angel's Egg. Oh, yeah. Wait, was he fully behind Angel's Egg? Or did he just direct Angel's Egg?
Side note.
Because Angel's Egg is nothing. Okay, yeah, he was fully behind Angel's Egg. So that explains everything. So yeah, I'm just going to declare Mamoru Oshii's a hack.
May, did you check out Scream Factory? Because they've been doing a lot of anime praise.
Yeah, well, okay, we're not talking about Angel's Egg. Angel's Egg doesn't mean anything. It's pretty to look at, though. It also vaguely reminds me of Dark Souls 3. So if you want a movie that's nothing, but it looks nice, go watch Angel's Egg. Also directed by Mamoru Oshii, but yeah. Skycrawlers, I will say, I did finish it. I did watch all of it. Is boring. It is incredibly boring. Yes, it is not interesting. None of it is interesting. It doesn't... I don't even feel like it says anything. Like, the closest thing it gets to saying is that human nature is embridled in a need for war, except it undermines itself because humans aren't at war. In Skycrawlers, they're at peace, and they just use proxy wars with immortal children. So, shot itself in the foot, if that's what it's trying to say. But no, I think it has more to say about, like, suicide and, like, endless cycles of depression. But it doesn't say anything interesting about that. And I could just watch BoJack Horseman, so...
Oh, God, BoJack. I've actually been watching that, too. That's good. Right.
That is a good show. Yeah, just go out. You know what? That's my review of Skycrawlers. Just go watch BoJack Horseman.
It's funny. It's got some good stuff in it. Yeah, I couldn't get through it.
That's a fair enough review. What did I give it? 4 out of 10, I think, right?
I can't give it an honest review.
I think I gave it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Yep, that's what it sounds like.
That sounds about right.
That's what it sounded like it deserved.
It's better than Magical Warfare, I guess.
Okay. Let me pull this up.
1 million DVDs. Around $1,000, damn.
So I think we're ready for the next dart, don't you?
Let's dart it up, bro.
All right.
Let's get something interesting.
All right. Interesting is an interesting request.
Yeah, I made it through all Magical Warfare, and I couldn't make through.
All right. Let's see. Let's pull up.
It's the best.
I wish I could put this on screen, but the best I could think of for how to do that would be to display capture. And I don't want to get a display capture going.
We'll just use our imagination.
Yeah, use your imagination. Here it is, Wheel of Names random picker. Here we go. Putting it in. Shuffle once, twice, and 3 times. No!
Oh, like that.
Oh.
What is it?
Okay.
What is it, Zach?
All right. Wizard Baristas, Benmashi Cecil, with an created by Studio Arms. With an average MAL score of 6.20. This is 12 episodes at 24 minutes an episode. It is an original series. The story takes place in Tokyo 2018, where normal humans and those who can use magic coexist. As a result, there are laws against using magic, and a magic courtroom exists to preside over lawsuits regarding magic use. In these cases, Benmashi, or wizard baristas, defend those who use magic. The anime follows Cecil and the youngest Benmashi in history and her associates as they defend clients in these cases. So the reason I selected this, I believe, is because I saw an OVA of it, and the OVA looked vaguely interesting. And I think the concept of wizard lawyers sounds cool. So that was why that was selected.
It's Phoenix Wright, but with nothing cool about it.
I mean, there's wizards. Don't we love wizards?
I guess it's better than birds.
There we go. Wizard Baristas. Yeah, so it's 12 episodes. So you can watch like one episode a day and then forget all about it by the time by the time we get to review. So look how much easier that is. Do it while like clipping your toenails or something.
I'll probably just do it. I'll watch them in the car while I'm driving. Like I normally do.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. The Wizard Lawyers.
It was so close to something that I actually think was good.
Well, shit.
It was it keeps happening where it keeps almost hitting something and then it's like, nah.
Hopefully it's on something I can watch it on.
Hopefully it's good. I've seen a 6.2 average. That's actually a good show before. So you never know. So let's go in with an open mind.
I'm watching Drive Mate. I can't tell you my secrets because if I did, I'd probably be arrested.
Yeah, let's hope it's good. I mean, there's no reason it has to be. There's no reason it has to be bad. I've seen some 6.2 anime that were really good, that were underrated. Magic Law could be interesting. So let's go in an open mind. Let's not be pessimistic right out the gate, and let's hope we get something good out of this.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll probably watch it the week of.
Yeah. And maybe sometimes the audience will pitch in and watch some of this crap with us.
We're looking at you.
Yeah, looking at you, audience. This one's on you. It's an anime book club. You can join in on the discussion. You could have been like, nah, Skycrawler's is brilliant genius, Zach. You just didn't understand the greatness of Mamoru Oshii.
I don't think anyone would say that. I mean, I have really bad ADHD, but if I can't make it through a 2-hour-long movie?
It was a 2-hour, 2-minute long movie, I believe.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Well, here's
Endgame twice in a day.
Yeah, here's the fucking issue with Skycrawlers is that well, yes. One of the top reviews on Mal, I'm just gonna read it. It's from Beatnik, They gave it a 7. This strangely cold movie with a barely any empathetic or relatable character shuffling around gorgeously rendered backdrops with an unusually lackluster Kenji Kawai soundtrack effort. It's from Mamoru Oshii, so it's automatically thoughtful and has something to say. Yet as a movie, it fails because Oishii's auteur sensibilities don't fit with the backdrop of this particular tale. I'm gonna take my main issue with this review right now. It's from Mamoru Oshii, so it's automatically thoughtful and has something to say. Nope.
Yeah, it has something to say. It says, turn it off and watch something else.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, very literally, Angel's Egg has nothing to say. Like, that's one of my problems with it. It has nothing to fucking say. He specifically said he made it there, and then you're supposed to ascribe your own meaning to it, which means that he wasn't saying anything with it. He just gave you a fucking canvas to paint your own meaning on it, and I hate it. I hate it when artists do that. When they make something that is clearly meaningless, and they're like, it's up to you to decide. Don't put the fucking work on me. If I wanted to make a work of art with meaning, I'd make my own work of art. I wouldn't look at your fucking diarrhea that you shit onto a fucking canvas. I didn't hate Angel's Egg, by the way. I'm just saying Angel's Egg means nothing.
Yeah,
like I mean, he literally said it doesn't mean anything. So, I mean, what do you want me to take from it? I'm not even wrong.
Skycrawler is just boring. Boring and piss poor animation.
It is really pretty, though. I will say that about Angel's Egg. It's really pretty. Not Skycrawlers.
No, that movie was like... that movie reminded me of Mad Max. Like, it's like nothing but sand.
Yeah.
The entire fucking movie.
Well, it is on a beach.
Yeah, but... Oh, God. Just... fucking boring.
Hopefully Wizard Baristas will have... What we do know is that inevitably you'll quit at episode 3. As is the rule. And that I will have watched the entire thing, and I will be able to give it a full review, and I'll probably still shit on it.
I'll make it through this one. I think it was just because it was 2 hours long, and knowing that I had to sit through something for 2 hours that I already wasn't liking.
You could try breaking it into pieces if it's a movie.
I can't do that with movies. I have to watch the entire thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because if I do that, then I'll forget like what happens in like the first half or something like that.
I don't watch movies very often, so there's not a lot of movies on the list, if that makes it easier. I thought that would actually make it harder, but if that makes it easier, there's probably not too many movies.
Well, that's the thing. If it's an interesting movie, then I'll watch the entire thing. But if it was like boring like that movie, that was like
yeah. So I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, is what I'm saying. Like I say, everything is a 5 until I watch it, and then sometimes it's still a 5.
I mean, it's an intriguing concept.
I've never said that in my life, but it is basically my philosophy. Everything starts as a 5 and then has to earn its way up or down.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't just go in especially. Everything is medium until it either becomes high or low.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
So, all right. I think that pretty much clears it, don't you? Or we have any final things to say?
No. We covered a shit ton tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to watch the Magic Lawyers.
Yep.
I hope they're also wizards themselves.
They are.
Oh, good. So there will be hijinks.
You can tell because the image shows the main character using magic, and she's a wizard lawyer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds good. For whatever reason, it's giving me flashbacks to a random episode of American Dad where he had an angel lawyer.
Right. Yeah. And then he pulls out a heaven gun, which can kill anything.
Yes.